Hello, my fellow hunters. Welcome to another review, and this time we're going to be reviewing a classic, Cardcaptor Sakura. But before we begin, as I always say, let the good hunt begin. So, this is one of the most exhaustive series I've watched. Not because it's bad, but because of my own negligence. Because I tried to watch the whole thing within a few weeks and burnt myself out pretty quick. Worst mistake I've ever made. Don't recommend it. So, what's the story about? It's a simple story where a young girl named Sakura finds a book and unleashes magical cards across her town, unleashing a spirit named Kero, and so her friend Tomoya must find all the cards before her friend slash rival Lee can too. Now, I made it sound like Lee's the bad guy, but truth be told, he's not the bad guy. He's just a interesting little fellow. But nonetheless, villain new. And that's all I can frankly say about the story. Yes, there's a twist and turns here and there, but I can't say anything without spoiling it, so I'm limited to the story. So, hence why we're moving on right to the characters. Now, Sakura is a very sweet little girl, almost to a sickeningly sweet degree. Not a, I know what you're thinking, oh, but she's a young girl. Of course she's gonna be sweet. Yeah, but not so sweet it gives me cavities. I get it's the nature of the show because it's meant for young girls. Audience I certainly am not. But given the way it is, I really don't like it. Her friend Kero is a little guardian spirit that gives her powers because it's a magical girl series, and it wouldn't be breaking the law if it didn't have a little cuddly creature that's marketable. And her friend Tomoya, who is so simple, I don't even think I can describe her, but I'm going to try. She's basically the girl that just creates her outfits. I'll get into that to the animation. And videotapes her whenever she can, because she wants to have a whole record of Sakura's adventures, as much as that confuses me, considering she's there to save the world. And this isn't something you do for paparazzi's sake. You have Lee, who is I would say, the troubles maker slash fixer, because he both gets into trouble and somehow fixes it at the same time. And he basically can be a bit aggressive towards Sakura. In fact, one time she tried to steal the cards from her. Yeah. And there are numerous other side characters, like her brother, who constantly teases her. In fact, the favorite thing he likes to do to her is call her a monster. And also Sakura's crush, Yakido. I'm not going to say anything along those lines. I'm going to continue on to the animation. And it's alright for late 90s anime. It's decent, I'd say. There's nothing wrong with it. The animation looks normal. I can't say anything wrong with it. But it does something different than other Magical Girl series, because whenever a Magical Girl transforms, they change their outfit. Well, this one a little different because Sakura's outfits continuously change depending on the situation, because her friend Tomoya makes her suits. A nice twist on things because, Magical Girl's transformation, the only time that you reuse animations for when she gets her staff, sealing, as well as attacks. So, nothing out of the ordinary there. It still follows the same rules. And besides that, there's nothing new to the animation. It looks spectacular sometimes, but it's more meh than exciting. The nature of things. The music. The music of the series is a bit odd because it's the same as I always have a problem. It's too sickeningly sweet. It's so cheerful it gives me cavities. Ugh. I know I'm sounding negative because it's, it's a popular nostalgia, but this is me who has never watched the series, so it's my personal opinion. Have I watched it when I was younger? I might have liked it, but this is me who has never watched it, and I really am not the biggest fan. So yeah, music I'd say is fine. It sets the tune fine enough. I wouldn't put it on my top 10 list, if you're wondering. And that's all I can say. So, what do I think of Cardcaptor Sakura? It's an interesting anime. I wouldn't say it revolutionized, but it did change a few things. It didn't follow the same traps as saying using reanimation for the same outfit over and over again. At least it doesn't excuse why didn't the attacks come when they were transforming. Because she didn't transform. And most of the time the cards don't really do anything except obnoxiously annoy her. But that's on the sidetrack again. Would I recommend this? Depends. If you're a fan of this series, you're gonna already complain that I'm just not into it and that I should give it another chance. If you haven't watched it, I would say give it to your kids. If your daughter or niece loves it, that's great. I would show it to my own nieces if I could. But that's up to you. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate you this very dearly. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Discord down below, Twitter links as well. And as I always say, my hunters, may the good blood guide your way.